In today's video, I'll be going over what ships are worth getting in the new 15.3 ZH-1 Dockyard patch. This includes the new Dockyard event, the new event patch, which includes the Issei, the Armory rotations, where we have new ships that are in, which includes the Sabir, and much more. We also have news of a new Azur Lane event that's going on later this month, map rework, and so much more. So let's get started. The first thing to talk about is going to be the Dockyard. So the ZH-1, I do have a separate video on the ship itself, but overall, I'll say that for the price of 3,200 doubloons for the ZH-1, I think it's definitely worth it. Now, if you want to get the Docker a little bit faster, then I would definitely recommend getting the 7,200 as well. Throughout this event itself, you're able to get coal, steel, economic bonuses, and a lot more. So I definitely think that if you're already going to be grinding down playing the game anyway, you might as well just get the ship for 3,200 doubloons. But if you want to get the ship a little bit faster, along with some extra steel at the end, because if you do have extra phases, you get 250 steel per one, then I would definitely recommend that as well. So I'll be buying that as well. So I'll be getting both. So, all right. So I definitely think the ZHS1 is definitely worth it. So moving on from that, let's talk about the new event pass. Now, for the event pass, we have here, we have the Amagi camo, which looks amazing, by the way. Let me see if we take a look here. So this is the Amagi camo that you can get by buying the event pass. It does look really good. The event pass is going to cost you 2,500 doubloons. So with this event pass, you're also able to earn the Issei, which I highly recommend as well. It's a really good ship. You also get the Godfall destruction effect, which is really nice. As well as for the free pass, you get a commander, some containers, coal, steel. So for 2,500 doubloons, I definitely recommend the battle pass as well. So far, event pass looks really good. Go awards, Docker looks really good as well. So let's look at the new ships that were added into the armory. So the new ships that are added in the armory, for some reason, it's not showing them all here. So I do have a video covering all of them specifically in a separate video, but I'm going to show you guys a little list here. So these are all the ships that were added into this patch. And as you can see here, there is an avoid in Worth and Niche. So as you can see there, Arizona, I would avoid. Bjorn, Worth, Constellation is a Niche. I still recommend it. Duca, Exeter, Florida. Those are all the ship names that were added. FR25, just you can go down the list there and seeing which ones were added, which ones I think are worth, and which ones are not worth it. But overall, that's just a list of the ones that I'd recommend and not. I'll have a separate video on particular reasons why next week. But this is just in short which ones I'd recommend and not from, because there is a lot of them. So I wasn't going over all of them today, but those are the ones I'd recommend and not. And of course, I'd recommend the Sabir. Of course, I have to. Sabir is amazing and really fun to play. I'll definitely recommend the Sabir for sure. All right, so moving on from those, let's talk about the particular events that are going on in this patch. All right, so ZH-1 Dockyard event. Let's just scroll down here. So we have the new Azur Lane event that's going to be going on. This will be going on March 29th. New ships are going to be added. Are going to be the AL Marco Polo, AL Tashkent, the AL Massachusetts, AL Shinano, AL Harbin, and the AL Richelieu. We don't know the prices for these ships yet, but they're going to be integrated starting on April 29th. So us CCs will be able to get these and showcase them around that time as well. So super excited for that. For the Golden Week Battle Pass Coral event, this is like what I just showed you guys there. There is going to be the Regeli, the Turgut, and the Shiguri are all going to be added into this patch at some point. These three ships are still under NDA, so I'm not able to talk about those ships at this time. But when that particular event is not under NDA, I'll have one video covering all three ships as well as their prices, so you guys can see if these three ships are worth it or not. But so definitely looking forward to all of these ships. All right, so let's scroll down here. We have a early morning camo going on for the secondary progress for the battle pass we were just talking about. We have the Azur Lane event. We have the new objective points being added into your description. The battle point descriptions are detailed. So if you look after a battle and you look at the detailed section, you'll see these objective points. It tells you how much you've actually done in a match. I think it's a good way to tell, like, if you don't do a lot of damage, but you still did a lot of objective points. I think it's a good way to tell how good or bad you're doing. They also changed to domination game mode and random battles. So they changed it a little bit. They've added in different location weathers. They changed the domination for areas as well as diamond. So they changed it around the areas a little bit for standard battles, which makes it a little bit more variety, which is pretty nice. All right, so they also did the map rebalancing on mountain, as you can see here. So this was the original one, and this is the new one. As you can see there, this is the original one. As you can see, the right side of the map really didn't change, but what changed is these middle islands. As you can see, middle islands, the cap is more in the middle, a little bit harder to get. You have to be way more careful because those radar cruisers can really sit at that middle island, the south or north side, and really put a lot of pressure on that B cap. As you can see, they moved the A cap a little bit more to the left, and they also put more islands around the A area as well. So more coverage for cruisers, for battleships as well, for potential moves or rushes. Destroyers are gonna have a little bit harder time torping down the lane, but they'll still have some lanes to be able to torp down. So pretty nice. I like the map change so far. It's pretty good. They did aircraft carrier changes again for the aircraft. So essentially, if you see a fighter, once it's spotted, you're going to be able to see it no matter what. So very nice. They also introduced the new Brawls. So first iteration of Brawls is going to be a really interesting one with reducing the reload of the guns while making the dispersion worse, is what it seems like. Yeah, so faster reloading guns, but worse accuracy. Okay. The next one's going to be tier 8 battleships, cruisers, and destroyers. That's going to be normal. Brawl 3 is going to be, all right, so super accurate and really fast. Okay. Brawl 4, tier 6, and 1v1, tier 9. Okay. This starts on April 13th through 20th. So the first brawl starts on April 13th and then ends on the 20th, and it goes on from there. Okay. That's cool. Let's see here. So going on down here, they updated the armory as well. We talked about the rotation of the ships that they did. This is the exact list that I was just showing you guys here on which ones you'd avoid and get. So you guys can take a look at that there as I talk about it for a moment. So the Arizona, I don't recommend. Bjorn, I would recommend. Constellation is niche. The Duca, I would not recommend. Yo. Exeter, I wouldn't recommend. Florida, I would. FR25, no. There's a lot of no's. FR25, no. Hampshire, no. Hood, no. Indomitable, hell no. Krispy Kreme, no. Leningrad, yes. Modigan, no. Butsu, yes. Novo, no. Sabir, highly yes. Tone is more niche if you like hybrids. Toulon, hell no. Velos, no. Warspite, yes. And the Weimar is niche. Depending upon if you want the other tier 7. I forgot what it's called. The Munchkin. The Munchkin also does a pretty good job there as well. It looks like they added in a bundle for 75,000 doubloons that'll be added to the Armory and Premium shop. That's pretty nice. They also added the Battle of Passau. Premium containers will be added to the Premium shop. They added a few other containers as well, which I'll also showcase in a moment. They're also talking about the last call to the Sabaton event. So make sure you guys get that done. They also added in tons of other camos. This one looks really good. I actually like this camo a lot. They did a bunch of changes as well. They fixed a bug with submarines that made pressing the 2 key switch to torpedo armaments. Thank God they fixed that. They fixed a few bugs with discarding fully loaded torpedo modules. Division team is now create a single match for the whole division. Thank God. We would always see this in chat where 3 different players would see messages. That's a really nice change. They fixed a few issues with the Trident and Haven maps. And they also fixed Transformers where the cause Transformer figures to not appear on the ship while in battle. Yeah, I kind of noticed that one, so I'm glad they fixed that. They fixed the tooltip description of the time-based main battery reload booster. That's pretty nice. They fixed a bug with the anti-air defensive AI expert that caused ships equipped with consoles not immediately available at the start of the battle to have them become ready much faster than intended. Yeah, I did see this, and I'm glad that they were able to fix that as well. But overall, a lot of ships in this are definitely worth getting. There's a lot of new ones. There's a lot of new events going on. The Azur Lane event, I know a lot of people are going to be excited for that. I know a lot of people are excited for the ZH-1, as well as the Rajeli, the Turga, and the Shiguri. So those ships will be interesting as well whenever I can talk about them. The new event pass does look really good as well. The new Dockyard looks amazing. I'm really excited about that. But overall, I think the event itself, I think everything does look really good. There's a lot that they fixed in this patch, a lot of bug fixes. Let me go into the armory real quick and look at the new containers that they were talking about. So Battle Passel, they added those. They added the Liberty Harbor. So if you guys didn't finish the Liberty Harbor event before, now you can. So if I go into my profile and go to collections, you're able to get the David Fargut Commander. It is a special commander that does have some unique, has some enhanced talents, not unique because that's only for legendary commanders. Let me just take a look here real quick. So gun feeder, which is really good, and grease the gears, so that's nice as well. There was also, they did something about port slots here. There was something else that they were showing. I'm just trying to remember what it was. There was a lot that they talked about. Learn about different commander types. Special commander, seasoned commander. This is new. This wasn't here last patch, so I'm glad they finally added that. They finally separated them out into separate groups. That's really nice. It makes it a lot easier for you guys to know like what kind of commanders are what, which ones are normal, which ones are the enhanced commanders, like ones that have like enhanced skills. That's very important. They added the Heart of Oak containers earlier this month, so you guys can try to get the Aberdeen if you want to get it from there, or just buy it straight up. It's up to you guys. They have a ton of events over in 7 days, so make sure you guys are grinding that out. It's definitely worth it as well. I did buy both the ZH-1, so that's pretty nice as well. Actually, let me see real quick. What do I have in my recruiting station? I haven't actually looked. Let me see. Nice, 1,500. Cool. Sweet. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure there's nothing else that I'm missing and covering. Let me just double check. Let's see here. I just want to make sure I cover everything because there was a lot to cover here. They added a new category. Okay, so they separated the categories to make it easier to be able to see everything. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, all really good. Everything in this patch is really good. But yeah, everything is really good. There's really nothing that's like gambling at the moment. You can buy everything straight up if you want it. If you don't, that's totally up to you. But so far, everything is pretty good. A lot of the ships I definitely recommend getting. A lot to you to grind for if you're just trying to grind things in the game. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty excited. So, sorry if I sound a little sick of the video. I am sick, so I haven't been able to stream for the past few days because of that. So, I do apologize for that. But I'll be on Wednesday this week covering the patch on the 8th, as well I'll be streaming on the 9th and the 10th. But I need like a day or two like to myself to be able to work on videos and kind of feel better. So yeah, I don't know what I have, but it's definitely not very fun. Yeah, it's not fun at all. Now this is the Golden Week event pass that I went over already. This is just a separate article talking about it. I just wanted to take a look and see if they talked about those 2 ships. No, I do not. But yeah, overall, I'd recommend the event pass. I'd recommend the Dockyard. And if you guys, again, want to see this list, you guys can take a screenshot at any time of what I'd recommend and not. And I will have a video talking about the prices and everything individually or in detail coming out next week. I just have a lot going on, so that will go out next week. But yep, I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.